What if I told you that half the gaming keyboards flying off the shelves in 2026 are selling you almost nothing but lights? The quiet secret of this industry is that you are often handing over $150 for a logo, a light show, and a spec sheet full of numbers that make zero difference to how you actually play, while the keyboards that genuinely win you games sit 2 aisles over for less money. Today, I'm naming names on both sides. Stick around for number 1 on the trust list, because it changes what you think a keyboard even is. Number 5, the all-in-one RGB combo, the keyboard and mouse bundle. You've seen it, $29, glowing like a Christmas tree, promising mechanical feel in big letters on the box. And that phrase, mechanical feel, is the whole trick. It's not mechanical, it's a membrane keyboard wearing a costume. Under those pretty keycaps is the same rubber dome layer that's been in office keyboards for 30 years, which means mushy presses, no consistent actuation point, and inputs that get missed the second a fight speeds up. Here's what most people miss. The mouse in these bundles is usually the real budget killer, and you can't upgrade one without the other. If you're spending real time in competitive games, that combo is costing you rounds you'll never know you lost. The good news is, you're probably eyeing one of these right now in a shopping cart tab. Close it, and we'll get you something that actually registers every press by the end of this video. Number 4, the aesthetic-only mechanical board. This is the keyboard built to look like gaming rather than to do gaming. Big brand name, aggressive angles, a wall of RGB, a price tag north of $130, and not one feature that gives you a competitive edge. The reviewers who separate these boards into 2 honest buckets say it best. There are gaming keyboards, and there are keyboards with gamer aesthetics, and the second bucket charges you a premium for the way it photographs. A standard mechanical switch here feels fine to type on, sure, but you're paying the flagship price for lighting, not performance. Here's the tell that still works today. If the only gaming feature is the color of the lights, it's a lifestyle product, not a tool. That board sitting on your desk right now, glowing away while you lose the same duels. It looks the part, but it's not the reason anyone wins. Number 3, the full-size macro monster. 18 inches wide, a dedicated column of macro keys, a volume dial, 3 side buttons, a wrist rest the size of a paperback, and for the vast majority of players, most of that goes completely untouched. The reviewers who test these things full-time will tell you plainly, a huge slice of that customization is bought and never used. But here's the part that actually hurts your game. Every extra inch of keyboard is an inch your mouse doesn't have. Competitive players drop to a tanky-less layout for exactly this reason. More room for wide, low-sensitivity mouse swings without slamming into the keyboard. So you paid extra for macro keys you'll never map, and the size is quietly costing you aim. That giant board hogging your desk right now isn't premium, it's in your way. Number 2, the last generation mechanical flagship at full price. This is the sneakiest trap on the list, because the keyboard itself isn't bad, it's just been quietly outclassed and nobody dropped the price. For years, a premium mechanical board with fast linear switches was the top of the mountain. Then magnetic Hall effect switches arrived, and they do something a normal mechanical switch physically cannot. They let you set exactly how far you press before a key fires, and they reset the instant you lift, so rapid taps register faster and cleaner. That's the spec that actually moves the needle in a shooter. Here's what got these old flagships forgotten. The brands kept them on shelves at $160, $180, right next to newer magnetic boards that outperform them for the same money or less. Paying peak price for last year's technology is the definition of a bad buy. If a keyboard you're considering right now doesn't say magnetic, Hall effect, or adjustable actuation anywhere on the box, you're looking at yesterday. Number 1 on the do not buy list, the $500 Halo board, the trophy keyboard. The one built like a luxury watch, with a gasket-mounted case, exotic materials, and a price tag that would cover a decent GPU. And I want to be fair, these are genuinely beautifully made. But even the hardware reviewers who love the build come to the same conclusion. It's so extreme that it doesn't actually mean you should buy it. Most of that customizability, the thing you're paying $500 for, will go completely unused by the people who buy it. You're not paying half a grand for a keyboard, so you can then spend a weekend disassembling and retuning it. Here's the honest truth that still holds up. Nothing about a $500 board will win you a single game that a $150 magnetic board won't win you first. It's a collector's piece dressed as gaming gear. If that's the one sitting in your wish list right now, that's your money asking you to reconsider. If you're starting to see the pattern here, that most of what you're sold on a keyboard is lighting, logos, and last year's tech at this year's price. Do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's flip it. Here are the 5 you can actually trust in 2026, ranked from excellent to absolutely the best there is. Number 5, the SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL. This is the board that made adjustable actuation mainstream, and the newest generation runs magnetic switches that let you tune the sensitivity of every single key independently. Want your movement keys to fire on the lightest tap and your ability keys to need a deliberate press? You can do exactly that. It has rapid trigger, it has a little OLED screen for on-the-fly settings, and it's built like a tank with a metal top plate. Here's the use case that still works today. If you play fast shooters and you want a keyboard that competitive players actually use in tournaments, this is a proven, safe answer. It's not the cheapest board on this list, but every dollar is going to performance instead of decoration. Clear a spot for it right where that combo keyboard used to sit. Number 4, the Arbiter Studio Polar 75 Pro. Here's the one the enthusiasts whisper about. Most magnetic boards make a real trade. You get the fast, competitive switches, but the typing feel goes hollow and cheap. The Polar breaks that rule. Reviewers who test every keyboard on the market call it one of the best typing experiences you'll find, and it still has the magnetic switches and rapid trigger you want for gaming. It comes in a compact 75% layout, so it saves desk space, and the companion app stays refreshingly simple. Instead of drowning you in bloated software you have to install and update just to remap a key. Here's the traditional wisdom part that still holds. A keyboard is a thing your fingers touch thousands of times a day, and this is one you'll actually enjoy touching. If typing feel matters to you as much as frame-perfect inputs, this is your board, and it'll look right at home on the desk you just cleared. Number 3, the Logitech G515. This is the value pick that punches so far above its weight, it's almost unfair. Around $140 gets you a low-profile design. The keys sit closer to the deck, which a lot of players find faster and less fatiguing, plus rapid trigger, genuine gaming smarts, and premium double-shot keycaps that won't wear shiny. Reviewers who rounded up the best boards of the year kept landing on this one as their overall favorite, and the reason is simple. It does the things that matter and skips the things that don't. No $500 theater, no macro keys you'll never touch. Just a fast, comfortable, well-built tankless board at a price that doesn't make you flinch. If you want the smartest money on this entire list, it's probably this one, and it'll fit on the tightest desk you've got. Number 2, the Corsair Vanguard Pro 96. This is the board reviewers who put value above everything else picked as the best gaming keyboard they tested all year. It runs magnetic Hall effect switches, that competitive, adjustable, rapid reset tech we talked about, in a 96% layout, which somehow keeps a number pad while staying compact. And it undercuts the fancy premium brands while feeling arguably just as good in the hand. Here's the honest math that still works today. It gives you the exact performance ceiling of boards costing far more, and it does it for less. That's the whole game. When a keyboard delivers flagship competitive features without the flagship tax, it doesn't just compete, it embarrasses the boards above it. This is the one I'd point most people to if they want the best all-around answer without spending the most. Picture it exactly where that macro monster used to hog your desk. And number 1, the board that earns the top spot, the Wooting 80HE. When the reviewers who have tested every gaming keyboard on Earth name a single best, this is the one they name. Its standout feature is magnetic switches taken to their limit. You can set the exact depth at which any key fires, dial it to a hair trigger, and get rapid trigger so responsive that pressing a key stops feeling binary and starts feeling analog, like a controller stick or a mouse. That is the thing that changes how you think about a keyboard. It's not sending a plain on-off signal anymore. It's reading how you move. This is why serious competitive players seek it out specifically. It is the rare product that lives up to every ounce of its reputation, and it's the clearest example of the whole point of this video. The best keyboard isn't the one with the most lights or the biggest price tag. It's the one built around the one feature that actually wins games. That's the board worth clearing the center of your desk for. If you made it all the way here, you've just saved yourself from the 5 most common ways people overpay in 2026. And you know the 5 boards that are genuinely worth it. The lesson underneath all of it is simple. A gaming keyboard is a tool, and you're buying performance, not decoration. Drop a comment and let me know which keyboard you think is the best bang for your buck.